Hey guys, Joe Bonamassa here with a Gretsch guitar. I just had the honor of paying tribute to the late great Duane Eddy, who was just a wonderful guy, and it's always a testament to your life and your legacy in music when all an A-list group of people show up and all with a Gretsch guitar paying tribute to you. And that was my experience in Nashville a few weeks back, and it was really cool. And I got to do this Bye Bye Blues thing, and I was like, well, I want to do it right, so I brought a Duane Eddy Guild from 1963, and I brought a 6120 from 1956, which is what he's more associated with, which is the Gretsch guitar. But he did play Guilds in the 60s, and the Armands. So that guitar's in Nashville. Even though I'm known as a guitar collector, we'll have to work with this one. This one's from 1960, and it has Filtertrons, but it will do the same thing. And you do need a 5-speed transmission, no automatics, because he did a lot of this stuff. So this Bye Bye Blues thing was really cool, and this guitar's got flat wounds on it. I found that the flats were a better, just more rounder. It's almost like adding a compressor without adding a compressor. And I plugged straight into a Fender amp with reverb, lots of vibrato. That's how we did it. There was no magic box or trick. It was like it was a twangy guitar, and that's the way he set his amp. And it kind of started like. And the approach is as follows. If you're going to try to get the Duane Eddy sound, I always pick by the bridge. And you wait for it to ring out and then apply the Bigsby. Now the Bigsby is much different than like a Fender style tremolo. It just does a different thing, and that's part of that. One of my more, I guess, popular songs, not a hit, don't call them hits, ladies and gentlemen, but the more popular songs that I do is a song called Dust Bowl. And I wrote a riff in Duane Eddy's honor, and it's in A minor. And then we needed kind of like a head, like a theme, because it's a... That was the original way it was written. And the way, when my producer said, we need some kind of theme, and I just went. And I immediately thought of Duane Eddy, And on a lot of my records, I've always employed the Duane Eddy kind of technique of just, playing these chords with reverb and vibrato. And Duane could actually play the blues as well. And one of the songs I played was called 330 Blues. They gave the blues guy all the songs with blues in the title. And the 330 Blues goes like this. So you can see it's like T-Bone Walker meets Duane Eddy meets a twangy guitar and a Gretsch. And the thing about Gretsch is they do have their own sound. They're not Gibsons, they're not Fenders. They have their own lane, and they're great for rhythm. They're great for leads. Just ask Brian Setzer; he did pretty good with one of these. And it's you have to mod them a little bit. Like this one has I have the original bridge, but this one has an old Gibson ABR one, so I can intonate it and get it in tune, because I do play a lot of rhythms on these things, and you want the chords somewhat in tune. And it's also important to use some kind of lubricant on the nut, whether you just grind a pencil in there or one of those fancy new ones like Big Ben's or Dunlop or Ernie Ball makes it all. And but you want it so none of the strings stick in the nut, because you'll find yourself doing one of these and it'll just stick. And you don't want that. Nobody wins, right? Happy twanging.